in a city, still so far from home. I've searched for you all my life. Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time.
Good day everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So for today's educational video, I'm going to share to you a topic about transnational migration and the meaning of overseas Filipino workers. And for our objectives for today's educational video, we have to identify the concept of transnational migration and the meaning of overseas Filipino workers. In this era, we are no longer confined with our own local communities. Residents of certain locations are interested now to relocate. This is because of the ultimate desire of an individual to provide a better life to themselves or even to their families. Transnational migration is a social, economic, and political process that affects those people who move, those people who stay behind, and the places where they go across the national boundaries. So, what is Overseas Filipino Workers or OFW? OFW or Overseas Filipino Workers are skilled professionals like nurses, doctors, teachers, engineers, construction workers, and other more professions. They are the ones who leave our country to seek a better opportunities that is present to the other country. Overseas Filipino workers are also known as migrant workers. And the organization that focused and oversee these migrant workers is what we call POEA or Philippine Overseas Employment Administration. The remittances of the overseas Filipino workers propelled the economic development growth of our country at the same time. But there are a lot of factors that affects our OFW in terms of this matter. Likewise, brain drain, broken families, cultural adjustment difficulties, human trafficking, and illegal recruitment. What is the difference between a brain drain and brain gain? When we talk about brain gain, this is the opportunity of the host country to contribute to those skilled workers that they have as of this moment. While brain drain is the opposite of brain gain, wherein this is the departure of all the skilled workers from a country. So meaning to say, the lack of skilled workers in the country where these immigrants came from is being limited. So probably most of you will ask me, what would be the new challenges of these contemporary issues to our contemporary society? So these are the answers. Due to brain drain, there is an overpopulation to the host country, and it is stressed out that it will hard for them to provide enough resources if there is an overpopulation in a particular host country. Number 3, parents are obliged now to look for a nanny or kasambahay to overlook the other members of the family. Number 4, there is an interracial marriage that might happen between the local people in that country and the migrants. Number 5, there are already an exchanging of ideas and culture between two countries involved in this transnational migration. Another thing, once the migrants set back and go back to the country where they came from, the exchanging of ideas will be now useful. There are different cuisines and strategies that would be applied to build and set up a new business on the country where they live. Amongst all of this, nevertheless, the adjustment difficulties will occur. Xenophobia is one of the fear that is commonly seen to these migrants. And this xenophobia is all about hatred or fear of foreigners. Overseas Filipino workers is also known as our bagong bayani, our modern hero as of this moment. It is not just because of contributing a lot to our country because of those remittances that they are giving back to the country, but at the same time, because of the sacrifices that they're always lending just for the sake of the betterment of their family members. There are reasons why our kababayans choose to be an overseas Filipino workers or OFW. Probably one of the primary reasons is that they are looking for a high salary or compensation to the country, and at the same time, there is also a mismatch of the job vacancy here in our country. That's why they are looking for a job that really match their professions, and a country that they can provide, or a country that can provide also opportunities for them to more productive and to develop their skills and talents. I'm hoping that this video might help you to understand the definition, the meaning, and the concepts of transnational migration, and at the same time of the overseas Filipino workers. Kudos to all of the students who have their parents, guardians, or even relatives there abroad, serves as our modern heroes or our OFWs. They sacrifice us a lot to draw your futures. Have a great day, everyone, and see you to our next educational vlog. Bye!